tonight on Si's Eyes on the Skies.
All right, well, we had a fairly hot and muggy day today. These temperatures are going to continue for today and partially into tomorrow with a couple isolated showers tonight as well as tomorrow. But by Friday, we could be seeing drier, cooler conditions. We'll have more on that later in the show.
Plus, Sara has your national forecast. All that and much more as this Thursday, September 18th edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Monday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes. I'm now joined by Garrett. So, interesting day weather-wise today.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little sunny this morning, waking up, going to class, but like by the time I got off of my 8 a.m., it was right around 9:20. Kind of started this cool little outflow boundary coming through. That passed through, and it just felt much cooler today, but unfortunately, I think it might be a little bit steamy again for the rest of tonight and tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
But even temperatures right now sitting at 67 degrees, so much cooler than it was earlier today. But all across the state, we do have temperatures right in the upper 60s, lower 70s, and these conditions are likely to continue into tomorrow. More relief as we get later in the week, but I'll have more on that coming up.
And now it's time for tonight's weather story. On this date in 2002, a very severe thunderstorm tracked east across portions of Jones and Jackson counties during the early afternoon hours, producing a combination of large hail and strong winds that caused a substantial amount of damage. The city of Maquoketa was particularly hit hard with multiple reports of baseball-sized hail with 70 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts. That's really severe. And now here's a look with Sara on what's going on around the country. Here you go, Sara.
Thanks, Benji. And is Hurricane Florence still affecting us along the East Coast? I'll have more about that coming up. I'm meteorologist Sara Foernssler, and if you take a quick look around the nation today, it's quite divided. The north is seeing temperatures up in the 60s and 50s out in Maine, and in the south they're seeing those temperatures more like summer temperatures in the 80s and 90s. And in the Midwest here, Des Moines was at 66 today, but tomorrow is when we're starting to see those increase of temperatures as the 90 in Kansas City works its way up into Iowa. Now in the Northeast, very typical temperatures for this time of the year. They're seeing 70s across the board. The high seems to be in Albany at 79 degrees. Down in the Southeast, again, warmer temperatures that will be working their way up into the Midwest over the next couple of days. The high temperature seems to be lying in Jackson, Montgomery at 92 degrees. And moving down to the southwest, Phoenix is sitting just over 100 at 103 degrees. But for the most part, they're seeing 80s across the board as well. And up in the northwest, again, the warmer temperatures are working their way there as well. In Casper, they're seeing 86 degrees, and in 60s in the north. However, that will be changing as the week moves on. Taking a look into Iowa and the Midwest radar, we're seeing some scattered, possibly severe showers into the next day or so. Early morning, you will wake up to some severe storms, possibly as they clear out into the in the afternoon. Early Thursday morning, we're going to see northern Iowa and parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin seeing those severe storms then as well. Finally, Thursday evening, you're not going to see anything apparently, but, well, yeah, okay. The National Satellite Radar, again, that's the main system that we are focusing on across the Midwest today. We have a few scattered showers out on the East Coast, as I mentioned before, caused by Hurricane Florence, which is working its way out of the country. It is currently sitting right in this general area, but again, that is working its way out of the country and not bringing us too much rain at this time. Some watches and warnings across the country. Again, North Carolina and South Carolina are still seeing those floods, warnings, and watches, partly because of the hurricane. Their rivers are actually 30 feet above normal at this time. Out in the Utah, Colorado area, we're seeing those red flag warnings still. And again, down in Arizona and the New Mexico area, they're also seeing those flood watches. Now, working its way into the week, we are going to see quite a few showers here tomorrow and into Wednesday, tomorrow and into Thursday, and that'll work its way out in the next couple of days. And then over on the west, we are seeing some rain and possible showers there as well. As we work our way into Thursday evening, that's when we're starting to see those sunny skies again here in Ames. However, the rain is going to cover most of the country, as you can see, and it'll be working its way out later in the week. Our travel city forecast tonight is Duluth, Minnesota, which is actually the forecast city for my 311 class. We'll see if my forecast actually matches this one in the next couple of days, but they're seeing possible showers throughout the week again, highs in the mid to upper 50s, warming up into the 60s for the weekend, and then back down into the upper 50s.
Thanks, Sarah. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. What will be the name of the next tropical storm in the Atlantic? Is it A, Kirk, B, Kyle, C, Leslie, or D, Laura? We'll have your answer coming right up. Now let's have a look at the week ahead with Garrett.
Well, thank you so much, Benji. Today we had a couple isolated showers pull through the state of Iowa here. As the day kind of progressed, these clouds and the system started to clear out a little bit. That's going to lead to a little bit cooler conditions for this evening, but we'll have more on that right after this. Welcome back. Well, today we saw a little bit above average conditions. We might be seeing some additional showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening hours tonight and into tomorrow as well, but by Friday we might be seeing some cooler conditions for sure. Today's high, we saw 81 degrees here in Ames. I mean, that was right around 9 o'clock this morning after a bit of an outflow boundary pulled through and cooled down just about everything. If we take a look at temps currently, right around 68 degrees, and it's only about 7:40. So I mean, it shouldn't be this cool after an 81-degree high normally. Even across the rest of the state, we are sitting about the upper 60s, so it's feeling pretty cool currently right now. Here in Ames, again, still at 68 degrees, have a mostly cloudy skies. Winds still out of the south currently, or out of the north, my bad. We're still feeling about 68 degrees with that humidity still up there. Take a look at the satellite and radar over the past 6 hours. We do kind of see this outflow boundary go out way down south there early this morning that cooled these temperatures down, and we had some persistent showers throughout the day as well. But clearly, and these systems starting to clear out a little bit as we continue into the later portions of the evening tonight. Take a look at Futurecast, starting to show that a little bit as well. Tomorrow morning, we could see another chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms, and then that's going to continue throughout the day. We could see a couple pop-up showers again here and there, and then Wednesday evening, later in the evening, we'll definitely see more showers and thunderstorms, mainly to the north, but to the south, you guys are going to be fairly clear. And that's going to continue into Thursday morning as well for a fairly cloudy start to the morning, at least for the northern portions of the state of Iowa. Forecast for tonight here in Ames, we do have a couple chances for some isolated showers and thunderstorms with a low right around 63 degrees. For tomorrow, well, I guess for across the state as well, here in Ames, like I said, 63 up north, a little bit warmer, around 64 degrees, and down south, right around 66 degrees, at least over in Council Bluffs. For tomorrow, though, here in Ames, we're seeing temperatures reach up around the upper 80s, around 85 degrees. We could, again, see some more showers and thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow. And across the state, much warmer as well. Council Bluffs, 91 degrees here in Ames, 82. Over off to the west, they are sitting in the upper 70s, a little bit cooler up to the northeast as well. With our extended forecast for at least the rest of the week, like I said, we could see some additional showers and thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday, and by Friday, those temperatures are going to be cooling significantly off. Highs around 66 degrees. We're going to be warming up a little bit as we move into game day on Saturday. Going to be a very beautiful day for that, fortunately, and then we might see another chance of showers and thunderstorms likely on Monday and into Tuesday.
Thanks, Garrett. Now let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. What will the name of the next tropical storm in the Atlantic be? Is it A, Kirk, B, Kyle, C, Leslie, or D, Laura? So, Sarah, what do you think?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Kirk. I gave a presentation last week to some 5th graders, and we talked about this, and it was Kirk. But there might be a Kirk that is already named. Like, it already, so maybe I'm
What do you
wrong.
think,
I don't know.
Garrett?
Well, I mean, Sarah's clearly the expert here. She gave a presentation. I got to go with Kirk on that one. I mean, you do the research. You just gotta, you gotta trust your sources.
Yep.
So-
Kirk Cousins, quarterback of my Minnesota Vikings. And
he did pretty good.
he did pretty good
except for the kicking
on
team.
Sunday. Our kicker was not good. Well, let's see our tonight's trivia poll, and I'm pretty sure that's last week's, but most said B. And the answer is A, Kirk. So Sarah, your research did pay off today.
I did. Glad
Nicely
I gave
done.
that presentation.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
I would have known it.
So when do you think that's going to be forming anyway?
It doesn't look like anything was forming anytime recently.
Next month or so, you don't think anything?
Hopefully in the next, I'd assume in the next month, but I don't think it'll happen the next week. So.
I just want to get to Hurricane Sara. That's all I'm here for, or Tropical Storm Sara. I mean, I'm on the list this year.
You sure it's not just going to be a depression, Sarah?
It could be that too. I just want my name on a map. That's really all I want. And so if we make it there, that's
All
fine.
right. Well, we'll see. We'll keep watching the hurricanes, and that concludes tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and you can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on Thursday.